Canada cuts 3,300 immigration jobs. Will this worsen backlogs and delays? Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. Today, we're diving into one of the most critical updates impacting Canada's immigration system. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada has announced a massive cut of 3,300 jobs over the next 3 years. This decision is sending shockwaves across the country as it could affect millions of applicants awaiting visas, permanent residency, and citizenship. What will this mean for an already strained system? And could it lead to longer backlogs and delays? Stay tuned, because in this video, we're breaking down the full story, exploring the potential consequences, and, most importantly, discussing actionable solutions to this growing challenge. Later, we'll tackle the big question. Will these cuts make the backlogs even worse? Make sure to watch until the end, you don't want to miss this analysis. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Canada Chronicles and hit that notification bell for the latest updates on Canadian immigration and policies. Let's get started. The unprecedented cuts to Canada's immigration workforce. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada has confirmed that 3,300 positions will be eliminated over 3 years. Approximately 80% of these roles belong to temporary workers, but the impact will be felt across all facets of the department, from visa processing to refugee claims and citizenship applications. Canada's immigration system has grown significantly in recent years. As immigration targets soared to a record 500,000 new permanent residents annually, the IRCC workforce expanded from 7,800 employees in 2018 to more than 13,000 by 2024. However, recent shifts in government policy toward cost-saving measures and lower immigration targets have prompted a sharp reduction in staffing. Backlogs and a system under pressure. Before these job cuts were announced, Canada's immigration system was already under immense strain. By late 2024, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada was managing over 2.2 million applications across programs like permanent residency, temporary visas, work permits, and citizenship applications. The pandemic compounded delays, and despite hiring additional staff to address these challenges, many applicants faced wait times far exceeding official standards. Permanent residency applications often took between 8 to 24 months to process. Work permits and visitor visas saw delays of over a year in some cases. Citizenship applications sometimes required up to 3 years for completion. Adding to the pressure, the growing complexity of immigration cases has further slowed decision-making processes. Cases involving inadmissibility, appeals, or humanitarian considerations require more time and resources to resolve. Without adequate staffing, these cases, already subject to delays, may now languish even longer, impacting vulnerable applicants who depend on timely resolutions. The elimination of 3,300 jobs threatens to worsen these delays, as unions like the Public Service Alliance of Canada and the Canada Employment and Immigration Union have warned. The loss of temporary workers, who played a crucial role in clearing backlogs, is especially concerning. With fewer resources and an already overburdened system, the question remains: how can IRCC keep up with demand? Key programs likely to be affected. 1. Express entry and economic immigration. The Federal Skilled Worker Program and Canadian Experience Class rely on fast, efficient processing to attract global talent. Delays in these programs could discourage highly skilled professionals from choosing Canada, potentially impacting industries like IT, engineering, and healthcare, which rely heavily on immigrants. 2. Family sponsorship. Family reunification is central to Canada's immigration policy. Spouses, parents, and children waiting for sponsorship could face even longer delays, straining families already dealing with prolonged separations. 3. Refugee and asylum applications. Refugee applications, processed both in Canada and internationally, are particularly vulnerable. Cuts to IRCC's global offices could delay Canada's ability to fulfill its humanitarian commitments, affecting some of the world's most vulnerable populations. 4. Temporary resident visas. International students, who contribute billions of dollars annually to Canada's economy, depend on timely visa approvals. Lengthy processing times could discourage students from choosing Canadian institutions, with ripple effects on education and local economies. 5. Passport services. Although Service Canada issues passports, IRCC handles revocations and related matters. Any delays in processing security reviews could disrupt travel for Canadians. Union response to the cuts. Unions representing Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada employees have described these cuts as catastrophic, warning that they will deeply undermine the department's functionality. The Canada Employment and Immigration Union has likened the current situation to similar reductions made by the Conservative government in 2012, which led to years of delays and inefficiencies. A particularly alarming concern raised by the unions is the impact on employee morale and retention. As workloads increase for the remaining staff, the risk of burnout grows, creating a cycle where overburdened employees may leave their positions, further straining an already diminished workforce. This domino effect could lead to the loss of institutional knowledge and disrupt critical workflows, making it even harder to address the system's persistent challenges. Without adequate support, the long-term viability of the department's operations could be at risk. The union also emphasized that these cuts will affect not only employees but also millions of people who rely on IRCC services. For applicants, the combination of increased workloads and fewer resources will likely translate into longer wait times, greater uncertainty, and a heightened sense of frustration. Union leaders continue to advocate for solutions that balance fiscal responsibility with the need to maintain a functional and effective immigration system. Thanks for staying with us this far. We appreciate your time and hope you're finding this information valuable. Let's now dive deeper into the big question. Will these cuts worsen backlogs and delays? The answer is most likely, yes. Here's why. 1. Demand will outpace capacity. Even though immigration targets for 2025 were reduced from 500,000 to 395,000, demand for immigration services remains high. New applications will keep arriving, and the existing backlog won't disappear overnight. 2. Temporary workers were key to backlog management. The bulk of the eliminated jobs belong to temporary staff, who have been instrumental in handling surges in applications. Without these workers, the IRCC will struggle to keep pace. 3. Global operations will suffer. IRCC's international offices, which process refugee claims and overseas applications, will likely see reduced capacity. This could slow the processing of applications from abroad, particularly for family reunifications and skilled worker programs. 4. Technology alone isn't enough. While IRCC has invested in automation tools like Chinook to streamline visa processing, these systems still require oversight. With fewer employees to manage these tools, their effectiveness may be limited. Possible solutions. Despite the challenges, there are ways to mitigate the impact of these cuts. Here are some strategies that could help. 1. Focus on high-priority applications. Prioritizing programs like family reunification and express entry could reduce delays for those most in need. 2. Expand automation. Artificial intelligence and machine learning could streamline simpler application processes, freeing up staff for more complex cases. 3. Outsource administrative tasks. Certain non-critical functions could be outsourced to third-party providers, allowing IRCC staff to focus on decision-making. 4. Rehire temporary workers as needed. Adjusting staffing levels during peak periods could help manage seasonal surges in applications. 5. Enhance transparency. Providing applicants with more accurate updates on processing times could help manage expectations and reduce frustration. Economic and political impacts. The implications of these cuts go beyond immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada's immediate operations. Slower immigration processing could hinder Canada's ability to address labor shortages in critical sectors such as construction, healthcare, and technology. These industries depend heavily on skilled immigrants and temporary foreign workers to fill roles that cannot be staffed domestically. Delays in processing applications could exacerbate shortages, leading to slower project completions, reduced healthcare capacity, and missed opportunities for innovation. Prolonged backlogs and inefficiencies could also erode public confidence in the immigration system, potentially fueling anti-immigration sentiment. Public frustration may grow if citizens perceive the system as being unable to meet its obligations, which could influence political debates and policy-making in future elections. One underexplored consequence is the potential long-term impact on Canada's ability to remain competitive in the global race for talent. Countries like Australia, Germany, and the United Kingdom are already capitalizing on streamlined immigration policies to attract skilled workers and international students. If Canada's processing delays worsen, it risks losing its competitive edge as a top immigration destination, especially among younger, highly educated immigrants who have options to settle elsewhere. This could have a cascading effect on Canada's economic growth, labor market resilience, and even innovation capacity, as many of these immigrants drive progress in emerging industries. Politically, the issue of immigration delays and inefficiencies could become a flashpoint in future elections. If widespread dissatisfaction among both applicants and Canadian citizens continues to grow, the government may face increased scrutiny and calls for reforms, making immigration policy a key issue in shaping the country's political landscape. What can applicants do? If you're waiting for a decision on your application, here are some steps you can take. Check processing times frequently. Stay updated on IRCC's website. Submit complete applications. Ensure all required documents are included to avoid unnecessary delays. Seek professional advice. Consult an immigration lawyer or consultant for personalized guidance. Be patient. Understand that the department is operating under challenging circumstances. As we've seen today, the planned cuts at Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada could significantly impact Canada's immigration system, potentially worsening delays. However, with strategies like automation, prioritization, and better communication, there's hope for improvement. We'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you think these cuts will affect Canada's immigration goals? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching Canada Chronicles. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this information. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more updates on Canadian immigration. Until next time, stay informed and take care.